Get it in alert notification. If you're live, it just leave. Like to hear that noise.
Here we go, baby.
All right. All right. Hey, shalom, shalom. Hey, we're the real Hebrew Israelites coming back at you once again. Another live lesson. All right. Giving our diligence to make our calling election, our election sure. All right. Year 2023. All right. As we always, like you said before the video, we're still hastening the day of our Lord's imminent return. Okay. Without further ado, we want to give all infinite honor and glory and praise to
who? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harapakwadash.
Double honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the hope we let continue to push this truth. Shalom.
Shalom.
All right. Now you see the title of the video. It states what? All right. The hunt is on, and you're the prey. Because we know what we're doing. All right. It's going to signify. All right. Esau rolling in on us. All right. And the Lord lifting up that standard. Okay. Brothers will receive spiritual power in these latter days. All right. And overcome this devil. And ultimately receive the kingdom of heaven. All right. So the work starts now. What we're doing is called an insurrection. Because we're rebelling against what Esau's agenda. All right. We had set in store. We're exposing it before it even hits the world, hits the news, hits the streets. For you people even feel that pain. And pain is coming. Specifically for you 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Death and pain is preserved.
Death by pain.
Yes. For you. And only you. All right? Bring out the precept.
This is 2 Ezra 16-70. For there shall be in every place, and in the next cities, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord.
Right. And who are the only ones that are fearing the Lord? All right? The righteous ones, the meek ones, the hopeful elect. All right? Our people don't fear the Lord. Excuse me. All right? From all tribes. All right? To so-called Negro, all the way down to so-called Mexican, they don't fear the Lord. They don't even know who he is. All right? How can you call him someone that you don't even know?
What fear is told children? Oh, you gonna learn.
You gonna learn.
Oh, you gonna learn.
Learn.
And to back you up, you can't fear who you don't know.
Yep.
You got it.
That's right. So the insurrection is coming against those that are fearing the Lord. As we said, man, we're preaching a certain specific special ministry over here at Great Millstone that no one else has. All right, those 3 lyrics found in Revelation 14th chapter. All right, fear Yahweh while Yahweh shot. All right, not to take that karama, which is the MOTB. If you do, you're gonna face thermonuclear fire. That's it. The Lord gave us a strategic order of what to do. To stick to the guidelines. Yeah, hell gonna come up on you when you preach this thing, but just stick to the basics. All right, you want to say something on it, boy?
I'm just agreeing with you, bro.
Yeah. All right, so we're sticking to the script. Not wavering, not wandering, okay? Not winging it, all right?
Definitely not winging.
Not winging. Don't
over
wing
here in Great
anything.
Millstone, you tell brothers, if you don't know, say I don't know. All that guessing and winging it, that's off.
Oh.
Technically off.
Yeah.
To break the scripture down and put it out there for somebody else, write down in their notes, you going off.
Yeah. And see, like we said,
go ahead. Because you got people looking at your videos, man, and they really be writing notes. You want to know how I know? Because I did it. Because we did it. So when you put out an epistle out there, it got to be on point, man. And if you fuck up, then you write a public apology and fix it.
Over and fix it again.
And winging this shit, man, nah, man, this shit is off.
Yeah, it's
right,
prideful.
Yeah. All right. So that's the stage where we're at right now. The Lord's not going to bring insurrection on someone who's teaching things that are off according to the Bible. And Esau himself knows this. He knows who's out there teaching the correct thing, and it's not. The Bible says what in Daniel what it is, Daniel 5, that he's wiser than that he's wise, nothing is hid from him.
One of these
I think that Daniel that's sloppy. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll be winging it.
One of these fallouts, sorry you saw the proper breakdowns, because I used to have a color Bible when I first came to the faith. And on the color, you know how Revelation 20 jumps back and forth from
Yes.
from different time
Different
periods.
times, yes.
And right
The Renaissance period to the yeah.
where it jumped at, the color changed.
Okay.
In the Bible I had. So I was like, well, damn, the color is perfect when the time eras change. I'm like, well, damn, this nigga know the breakdown.
Yeah.
You know? He don't believe it, but somebody has, you know, because the Spirit gives us the doctrine of life, right? So you might have somebody fall out, turn coat, they go, look, this is how these guys break it down, you know?
Yeah.
But it was most definitely, the color changed on the Bible where the time period, you know, where it went from Septimius to,
Yeah.
then it went
Dark
to the next,
Ages.
the Dark Ages to the modern times, the color changed.
I got a piece up on that too, man.
Yeah.
Hey, real quick. And back to what Yaquab was saying. Even when you read Revelation the 19th chapter, it's not in chronological order. You gotta know how it jumps.
Yes.
Because when it first starts out, it speaks about the elect giving praise to Yahweh while Yahweh shot.
Yes.
All right. Then it jumps to Yahweh shot coming with the flame of fire. Then it goes to Armageddon. All right, World War III. You know, you got to put it in order. Go ahead.
You know what's a good movie that does that? Have you ever seen that movie Pulp Fiction?
That's it.
That movie Pulp Fiction.
John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, one part John Travolta died, but in the later bit he was alive. So the movie wasn't in chronological order. You had to look at the whole movie to fully understand it.
Can I say something on what you just said? That's one of the greatest Hollywood works in the history of Hollywood, man. And just to show you that they basically got the blueprint from the Bible, man. That's one of the greatest. Pulp Fiction is one of the greatest Hollywood works according to the Siskel and Ebert types of guys, the critics, man.
It was one of when they had different past lives and different lives they had.
No, it was the same life, but it was different points of their lives, and it wasn't chronological. It wasn't 1 through 12.
You didn't see the movie.
1 through whatever.
I seen another movie where it had I thought it was that one, Pulp Fiction, where they had because they had one.
You talking about the butterfly thing?
No, not that one.
That was
another
great. That was great.
one.
That was better than
Yeah,
Pulp
that was
Fiction.
good. That was good.
This is where it's at, man. This is where we at with it. All right. These soldiers get ready to roll. He gonna roll hard. All right. Gonna roll hard, man. All right. A good soldier is prepared for war in time of peace. All right. Whatever second, minute, or hour that you have, all right, upon the planet Earth, all right, is another chance to be on the lookout. As we keep going into, man, we've seen 9/11 happen, all right. It caught everybody off guard, unexpectedly.
I got one too.
All right. Before y'all get that, give me that integrity, y'all. Give me that integrity, y'all. Robert shot. All right. We don't go over here, Great Millstone. All right. The days are serious. If the days are serious, you're seeing these things happening. What manner of person are you ought to be in?
Straight to the point on the top.
Go ahead, get to the point.
This is 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier.
And Jacob's been doing his hardest as a good soldier ever since he put his hand to the plow. He's been catching all kind of hell.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
When you came into this truth, when all of us came into this truth, we were considered and we were acting as good soldiers. But were we actually in wartime? Now we spiritually in wartime, but were we actually in wartime? Wartime is coming up, man. In the middle of the Lord, but getting into that mind frame before these things actually just click and it comes to your front door. But spiritually, we are at war.
Yeah.
Carnally, and like being able to go to the store and buy these things and get these provisions, we're not at war. All right, but we're getting prepared for it.
Matter of fact, give me
I got
that.
you. Which one?
They should think themselves to be in good case.
That's the second
You
answer. I got you.
had a good point. All right, because the Lord is war. What it is, Exodus 15:3. The Lord said He's a man of war.
Yes.
War is fought on all stages. It's fought physically and most important, spiritually. First, okay? First and foremost, it's always fought spiritually. All right? The biggest war is amongst ourselves. Ooh. All right?
The first enemy.
A good soldier prepared for war in time of peace. When you land there in your bed, you know, like I seen Elder Pastor Ariana do a video today about going into the new moon, not the full moon. Flawless video, beautiful, yapa. All right? And he hit a key point in it that stated, look, you may go to the house, chill out, kick your feet up, sip some yayan or whatever like this. But even when you're doing that, demons are on attack right then. Okay? Thoughts come into your head. You may want to chill out for too damn long. And you may miss a prophetic event that's happening. All right? You got to be on go with this thing all the time. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
This Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand on my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
Go ahead, brother.
And when you understand that every city in the ancient world had a wall around it, you had soldiers on the towers, even in times of peace. Because sometimes, all right, let's look at the Babylonians, how they went down. They didn't know war was coming to them. It just, when you read what happened in Babylon, but that was Nebuchadnezzar's grandson.
Yes.
All right, when Darius and them came in,
Nabopolassar was the actual grandfather.
All right, so when they came in, they just overtook them. They wasn't prepared to go to war with the Medo-Persian Empire. They was just overtook them. So whoever was on the walls didn't do a very good job of warning the city. So right now, in a time of peace, but we know it's a time of war. But even in a time of peace, that we're not going to have to do that in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
All right, he say, put your riches up in the kingdom of heaven where moths and thieves can't steal.
Not corrupt.
Yeah, and thieves can't come steal the riches. So right now, here in this cosmos, you have to have your head on the swivel, even when it seems like there's no storm and things are peaceful. And that's why he says, stand on your watch.
Calm before the storm.
Calm before the storm.
That's the scripture I had.
And when you're standing on your watch, all right, you're being circumspect in the spirit. You're occupied in prophecy. You're looking at the news. All right, you're looking at the NASDAQ, paying attention to what's going on, C-SPAN, so on and so forth. All right, but in your everyday, then you still got to go to work, still got to deal with the kids. But guess what? You're in that warlike. When you're occupied in prophecy, guess what? You're in a warlike mentality, because prophecy is war. The end time prophecy goes into what? War. All right, then when that war is done, all right, it's party time there. It's the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know?
One thing with the Edomite was, it was Glenn Beck, I think Alex Jones had that on his InfoWars, had a little subtitle that said, it's a war for your mind.
When you say InfoWars, that's Alex Jones, bro.
Yeah, it's a war for your mind. And he was dead on with it.
That's actually biblical, man.
It's biblical. It's a war for your mind. It's a war to take your mind. It's a war to the Lord to take you out through the Spirit. Either you're with me or against me. That's war right there. So the Lord says in Hosea, the 4th chapter, that he have a controversy with the inhabitants of the earth.
Yes.
What is that? That's beef. Beef is what?
It's it's controversial.
That's right.
Tupac and Biggie, it was controversial what they were going through. America, Iran, and North Korea, that's a controversy. And definitely America and Russia, that's a long controversy. You got it, Cole.
Yeah, this you are. 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober. Be vigilant.
Yes.
Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walking about seeking who he may devour.
He wants to be a lion. All right? He wants to be Yahweh Shah. Circling, doing everything. Okay? The Lord, I think the brother had brought it out in the last video when he was out there in New Orleans. I think it's in Micah upon his beds. He's thinking of things to do to come against the Israelites. So what are we supposed to be doing? Micah the 2nd chapter. So the men of the Lord, when Esau rolling, we rolling too. All right? The Lord said not to give him no rest. So you got to be on the go all the time, because Esau is on the move.
He relentless.
He's relentless.
Got a piece of too, brother.
He's forceful. And he gonna bring in that force. Because this word is kicking his ass. So he has to get physical.
And he don't want to lose that power seat.
Right.
When you have the power is intoxicating. And when you have it and you didn't have it for a long time, guess what? You don't want to lose it.
Right.
You would do whatever it takes to keep it.
Right.
And that's why he's so relentless.
Yeah. So when the Lord says no flesh should be saved, that meaning, back in what Yaquab just said, meaning he'll take himself out is to keep that power. Okay? I mean, take his own people out. Even himself included.
Hey, I'm gonna say this too, brother. And guess what you're gonna do with your power? the person that has a chance to take your power, that nemesis, you're gonna put a lot of time in that person. That adversary, that's where your eyes is gonna be, and that's why he's always on the tribes. All right, that's why he puts all his time making sure that the tribes are living in transgression. He creates the arena for you to fall. All right, because he knows we're the only ones that can dethrone him. All right, he know we can dethrone him. And he know we're gonna dethrone him. He just have a spirit of delusion that make him think he can offset prophecy.
Yeah,
that's why he's accusing us before the Father day in and day out. But guess what? The elect can't be deceived. They got their remnant that's not gonna go off.
I'm gonna back you up, man. You called him the A word. You said accusing him. All right, and this is the precept going right into what you said. We're on the same page, man. Revelation 12:10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven. Now, this is a future prophecy, but it goes into the time that we're living in, okay? Now was come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. He's accusing us right here, right now. And this is a future prophecy talking about his downfall. But right now, he's accusing us. How is he accusing us? Look what they're brushing their hair with. Look what they're brushing their teeth with. Look what's in their water. Look what's in their food. All right? And that also should put you into a fear of the Lord, because for him to be able to accuse you, he has to know the things to accuse you of before Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He has the knowledge of right and wrong.
You got to know your kryptonite. Judah, the 5th chapter, shows you he knows our kryptonite. You read Judah, the 5th chapter, the Moabite, it was an Ammonite or Moabite. One of them laced them up. So if these people go off, their power is going to defend them. But if there's any sin within them, go up against them and you'll take them down. So he knows that.
And that's spiritual. That's not carnal. That's spiritual going into carnality. Like spiritually, I know they're going off. We can fuck them up carnally. If they're not going off, we're not coming at them carnally. That's spiritual.
Yeah, but that's the art of war, though.
It is.
He understands this man is a fucking is a genius. He's on that level.
He's a mad scientist.
He's a mad scientist.
Science means to know.
To know. All right. And he go deeper than that into all the word biology. He knows what the word biology means, life, whatever. He knows how to cut you off from having other children, everything like this.
The study of our life.
Producing a disease called AIDS, okay, HIV. So I know this person has it right now. All right. I'm not gonna have sex with that person. I'm making myself susceptible to catching it right now. Let's cut it off. All right. Putting parasites inside of water. That's making men infertile, however you want to put it. All right. Esau knows these things. It's all about war. A good soldier prepared for war. And you prepare yourself by putting on the breastplate. Okay? The word of the Lord. Living it. Okay? The Karagma. Bam. All right? Blocking that. All right? The Maxine. All right? Bam, we're blocking it. All right? Persecution is coming. All right? We're preaching the word so we can be held unaccountable, okay, in these courthouses to where they don't have anything to gainsay against us.
I can say something on that.
Go ahead.
I got the precept to back me up first and foremost. But everything that you said, all of these different scenarios, these are pre-war. These are before war. These are the times of peace, going into the topic, But this is Ezekiel 4, and this is one of the biggest things that he does to us in the time of so-called peace, man. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I will drive them. And this is going into, in the so-called time of peace, he's still trying to lay accusations against us, because when we read that label, when we in the supermarket, in the grocery store, it says pork free. It says seafood free. But ultimately, he's putting things in there that's contrary to our laws, okay? And that's him being the accuser. When we brush our teeth, all right, you got to dig deep to understand that there are certain things inside of that toothpaste. When you look at the hair brushes that you brush your hair with, you have to go into depth
Yeah.
into detail
And
about these things.
And back
And
you
these
up,
are happening in the time of peace. And you got it.
back you up, in time of peace, where everything is cool, calm, and collected right now. The man is on a roll right now. He's on a roll. Gotta give him his due. He's on a fucking roll.
The Lord gave it to him.
I looked it up last Friday. I think it was Thursday, Friday. On the fucking job. All right. That yellow 5, red 40, blue 1, all that other shit. It has a cancer causing agent inside of that shit.
It's illegal in Europe.
Wow.
It's illegal in Europe. You can't take Skittles to Europe. They don't sell them.
Yeah.
The colors, it's illegal.
Yeah. Right, bro.
I got you.
All right. This man is like I say, war is fought on all levels, man. I can kill you I can poison you through the food, I can poison you through the air, through the water. All right. Taking a fucking bath, then you in there, eat like they get in that tub with the flowers, the jacuzzi and everything like that. They kick back. You incorporating all kind of shit. What you put on the skin, it goes to the bloodstream. Okay, it makes the body toxic.
Hey,
why you women put that deodorant on that got I forgot the agent inside of that deodorant.
It's the aluminum.
It's aluminum. That's with it. Get up on that skin. That's why women have lumps in your fucking breast.
Yeah,
it gives you breast cancer.
Percentages.
Yeah,
the
percentages.
This is a cancerous society.
Mm-hmm.
And cancer is $1 billion business. All right, so he's deaf. He's as deaf. They bring that scripture out.
This is Romans 8 from
this
the
the bag on what you were saying.
This is Romans 8 from the top.
But this is the dynamic of that. Bring it out.
There is therefore now no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach Yahweh Shai.
All right, so when he make toothbrush bristles out of pork, hairbrush bristles out of pork, he's putting pork in your defiled food. All right, that's what our great King came and died for us. All right, because look, he died for us so we can get this grace period. All right, these commandments that we can't keep because we're in captivity. All right, and we have a tyrant ruling over us. He's created a real arena where we got to go to him for one all things. So he know we got to get our clothing. He'll tell you it's 100% cotton, but it has some linen in it.
Yeah.
It has some wool in it. All right, that's why our great King died.
Yeah,
when you're in His Word, all right, He protects you. All right, where the law is supposed to kill you, He say, "No, my son, I'm gonna have grace for you," like He did that woman that was caught in adultery. What was the law supposed to do her? It was supposed to slay her.
Oh, right then.
But what did He do? He gave her grace. He had a little mercy on her. So that's why it's imperative that you stay locked into this word, man, so that grace can overtake you. Because He's built this society to keep us in derision and going off 24 hours a day. And that's why it goes right back to this, brother. You think it's peace? We're at war, man.
God damn it.
Even when they're not talking about war, we're at war. We live in a sinful, off society. Just when you sending your children to school, they're learning how to do what? Be rejects, degenerates, sinners. This society teaches your children how to be at enmity with the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shemel Shai. It teaches your daughter she can pick a man, and if that man don't treat her right, she can go get another man. Guess what it just taught her? How to be an adulteress. A whore, adulteress.
Or to be a homosexual.
Yeah.
Hey,
tell them that you were born this way. All right? That's what the educational industrial complex teach them. So you're always at war here.
Always.
And you brought out something on the WhatsApp earlier today. You brought out of America's time and power, like 85% of her time and power.
93%.
Bring it out, because
93%.
it's pertinent.
Yeah, 93%. She's just a warmongering hoe. That went into the sword in the conference call. I went over there with the young brothers. You know, hey, that sword is, and then look, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't want to deviate from the topic though, but that sword is really a curse. But the Lord told him it was a blessing because what did He tell Peter? You live by the sword, you die by the sword. So the deceiver of his, he had Esau on the trick bread. But since this nation, America's like 239 years old, 240, like 220 some of those years.
I think you said 229.
Yeah, they've been at war, man.
No.
Huh?
It's from 1776 up to this period right now. That's over 244 years.
Yeah.
Like 245, 246.
No, but out of that total time,
Yeah.
229 of those, which is like 90 what?
3%.
We had posted on the WhatsApp. Posted on the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
We went away in the conference call.
Yeah, they've been in war. So that it shows you that when the Lord say, "By the sword thou shalt live," that's a context clue that these are the Edomites. What you got it, bro?
Let me finish the rest of this.
I had to put the precept real quick.
Let me finish it though, bro.
Right, you got it, bro.
Who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit. All right, and that's basically going into how the men of the Lord, they don't look at carnal things. They're not stuck on carnal things. They take notes on these carnal things, and it prepares them in the time of peace for the time of war spiritually. Bring out your precept, huh?
This is Proverbs 7:27. It says, her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. And that was backing up with the elders going into how Esau's philosophies and his ways of this world, it ultimately puts you in a hell situation, still working your ass off, paying tribute to Esau, and also his philosophies, it'll lead you to go off and go against the ways of Yahweh Yahushua, and follow Esau's laws and statutes and commandments, and ultimately you'll get put to death.
I mean, it's like running on a treadmill. You could do it forever and not never reach your goal. You heard me? I mean, that's the way his society is set up, and he knows who we are.
Right. In order for him to be, like you said, Ezekiel, he's bothering Daniel, in order for you to set up a system to where, look, I'm going to keep these people down like this, that takes a lot of, you got to come from a power from going high for you to do something like that, man. You have a mindset like that. But our power comes from above.
I got a precept to back you up, brother.
Hold on, let me get there real quick.
You got it?
Give me that.
2 Timothy.
Yeah, give me
In 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3, going into the word.
Read the whole thing. I'll read the passage.
In 2 Timothy 2 and 3, it says, therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of the Yahushua HaMashiach.
Yep, and like you said, man, why you get that word? All right, it takes spiritual power on a lower level for you to be able to accumulate and take these things like this, man. Because we had Esau can wild out right now. Jacob be done, man. That's mercy. All right. If we was under the new covenant, we'd be able to just fly out here and do anything we want to, huh?
Can't nobody be able to fuck
We'll
with
be able to
us.
fuck with us.
Like, we'll get our kids to handle that.
Hey, like, oh, Yahshua did a video.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I'm about to just say
I'm
that.
about to get attacked by these fucking animals, these pit bulls and everything like this.
You take your ass out there and jump in the Brooklyn Zoo. You can't die. Jump your ass in the Brooklyn Zoo. I want to see you, your dominion. What do you say? I gave you dominion over. Because what we're trying to do is get back to Eden. We were all powerful in Eden. We had that power, right?
Yes.
So we trying to get back there. So when in Eden, when a fucking bear saw us, he went the other way. We had dominion over.
Okay, cool.
So get your new covenant behind and get in front of a fucking pit bull. All right. And see, let me see
what happens.
It can get more simpler than that. Be out there in the world and them shots go off and you not duck and dodge. Your new covenant motherfucker's gonna be ducking and dodging more than anybody else, man. Go ahead, bro.
Like I said, but I just posted an article where somebody a bus had turned over and fell into a beehive, and like a couple people, like 5 or 6 people, got stung to death by some bees.
Hey,
that's simple.
That's not gonna happen in the kingdom of heaven.
Not to the middle of the Lord.
All right, if our great king controlled the weather, he controlled typhoons, cyclones, all right, the raging waters, and the winds, the boisterous winds, and told him, be still, how much more are we going to control these?
One thing them niggas was right about in the new covenant is when you're in the new covenant officially, death is no more. But we're not there yet. These things can kill you, man. Go ahead, brother. A fucking hamburger can kill your ass, man.
When you're at the front of one of them wild ass pit bulls out there and see what happens to you. They're gonna be jumping on top of cars, trying to get away from this thing. All right. Fucking teeth of wild beasts gonna put you to death, man. Yeah. Go ahead, Al.
This is back in 2 Timothy chapter 2.
Give me that word, Al.
I'm gonna read it again.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Timothy 2 and 3. Therefore, endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua HaMashiach. Get that word soldier. Etymology.
Strong's G 4756. Statia.
Stratia. And it reads, it says, an army,
Yeah.
band of soldiers.
Band of soldiers. This is an army right here. You have armies that are upon the earth, and you have armies in the heavens. It is in Isaiah 13 chapter. Says, I have commanded my sanctified. Yes. Well, I'm to paraphrase. All right. Somebody give matter of fact, get that. I don't want to maintain it. Give me that in Isaiah 13. Got me about that.
So when you have an army of soldiers, a company of men, everybody got to be on one spirit. Everybody has to have the same mindset. That's why it's imperative to know the men that labor amongst you, man. All right? Because, hey, when you hear a brother say something off or say something that's kind of shaky, you gotta jump on that. Hey, I what you mean about that? All right? Because a soldier has to trust his brother with his life. All right? We got to trust each other with our lives. So when you have a company of men, man, you got to be on point. All right? That's why it's only one doctrine. Somebody coming with something else. What did it say in the book of 2 John? No, that was first. Is that 2 John or 1 John? Where it say, don't salute them.
Not this doctrine.
Not this
doctrine. God's speed.
He says you'll be partaking in it with their evil deeds. It's evil for soldiers to be in Yahweh Shemel Shai's army and not believe and speaking the same thing. And we're going to need to charge them. And you got it?
I got it in the whip. Yeah.
All right, go get it. Get the truth. All right, and then I'll read what you want to do.
Because we, that precept, you got it.
Yeah. Hold that. I got the Isaiah 13. All right, this is Isaiah 13 verse 2.
I'm in 13. I got you, brother. You break it down. This is Isaiah 13 and 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles.
Right, that's what we're doing right now, man. All right, shaking the hand. All right, calling out this man's whole system in front of the world, in front of all of Israel, in front of all nations, exposing them, man. All right, shaking the hand. All right, as we're doing this, man, it's going to cause insurrection. All right, so I was prepared for the battle. That's in 2 13 chapter. We're going to do a follow-up video that's going to go into that also.
Maybe 2 follow-up videos.
All right, because it starts with the word, then it's going to get physical. Then it's going to get apprehended. All right, this is all war. In war, people get kicked, people get taken hostage, people get kidnapped, thrown into prisons,
POWs.
Yeah, that's all a part of war. Read.
I have commanded my sanctified ones.
Mm-hmm.
I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger.
That's right, bro. And go to what those angels. We're the Lord's angels upon earth, and the Lord has his mighty ones in the heavens.
Going to Matthew the 13th chapter.
All right. So you see these things going off, these missiles being shot off. Okay, wars popping off, like the shit that's going on over there and with Ukraine and Russia. It's going to shift to China, Taiwan, Israel, Iran, ultimately through the Euphrates River that's being dried up right now. Okay, the valley of Yehoshaphat. All right, the Levant area, Saudi Arabia region. That's what it's all leading to. Okay, but first the MOTB takes place before that even happens. Go ahead, Ak.
Even them that rejoice in my highness. Mm-hmm. Verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together.
And that's it right there. That's the ultimate war right now. All right, but we're facing war on another level over here spiritually. Like we said, man, brothers are going through all kind of hell. All right, you got to go through hell in order to receive the kingdom. All right, go ahead, Ak. Got it, Quark.
All right, this is that word soldier in Timothy the 2nd chapter. Mm-hmm. All right, it says an army, band of soldiers. All right, in the New Testament, host of heaven, troops of angels, the heavenly body, stars of heaven, so called on account of their number and their order. But hey, definition 1 is what we are right now. We're an army, a band of soldiers. All right, soldiers have to know their part. They got to know their position. They got to know their order. They got to know their ranking. All right, they got to know the do's and don'ts. All right, they have to stick to the code. All right, and Yahweh Shem Shah, what does he do with AWOL soldiers? He kill them. Every brother got to know his part. Everybody can't be a captain. Everybody can't be a general. All right, you have to play your part, and you have to follow the doctrine. Okay. Let me see what else it said. An army, celestial luminaries. That's basically it.
That's it, man.
Yeah,
All right.
because the word angel goes into a messenger.
Yeah. We're delivering the message, man. Right? Whether you hear, forbid, whether you shake it off, it's still gonna happen. We don't give a shit. All right. We're only concerned about ourselves, man. All right. Lord even said it himself, be worried about how your name is written to the book of life. All right? Just preparing yourself, man. Yeah, didn't he tell what it is in Joel? Prepare war.
That's right.
He telling nations to get ready.
Right.
The nations are ready right now, so how much more of you? Go ahead, Oxalot.
I got a precept.
What we at with it?
This is Matthew 10 and 16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Okay? Wolves are ravenous creatures, violent creatures. So he's telling us our enemy is violent, bloodthirsty. Okay? But be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. So he wants us to be intelligent beings. He wants us to outwit our enemies. And the only way you can do that is through the Spirit. It's through this doctrine. All right? Wisdom is a defense. Okay? But beware of men. All right? This is why we got to be soldiers, man. Beware of men. They will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And then you shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake. And this government is satanic. It's our chief adversary. Okay? They want us dead. They want to behead us. All right? Donald Trump has already put it out there. Let's bring back the guillotine, and let's videotape it. Let's put it on the internet for all to see. For these guys that believe in this doctrine.
I got a precept of doom behind you. I got
all right.
Behind you. I got a precept.
For a testimony. All right, and it says, all right, and they will be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. So we got to be in the spirit. The Lord already told us some of us are going to get brought before these damn congressmen sitting to Capitol Hill or whatever. They're going to bring us to courts, talk shit to us, all right, ask us what we believe, and He's going to put the spirit on us what to tell them motherfuckers, all right? But when you are delivered up, and this letting you know what a soldier got to do. Don't soldiers get caught behind enemy lines?
POWs.
Yeah. So he's telling you got to be a soldier, man. But when you're delivered up, take no thought what you shall speak, or it shall be given you in the same hour what you shall speak. For it's not you that speak, but the spirit of your Father will speak in you. That's why, man, you got to pray without ceasing. Seek the Lord while He may be found. All right? You want His Holy Spirit to consume you. That only happened to people that put Him first, man. All right? You can't be sowing sparingly and think you're going to reap bountifully. The Lord loves them that love Him. The word love is obey. And He's charged us to be diligent. Okay? And brother shall deliver up brother to death, and the father the child. It sounds like war to me. And that sounds like a war that's worse than a regular war.
Traditional.
All right, than a traditional war when your family members turn coat on your ass. All right?
On the mind.
Because if I may add, that goes into a civil war. That goes into a domestic war. That goes into something that you haven't been taught. This is going to be something that has never been seen. Yeah, man, you got it out.
Yeah. And the father the child, and the children shall raise up against their parents and cause them to be put to death. You see, you got to know who your enemy is. That's why we always push through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. You can't be around here being this family guy. All right? You got to cut that.
Disconnect
disconnect that emotional connection you got to your family. You got to be doing that now and strengthen your mind. They're our enemies according to the scriptures.
Yeah.
All right. Do we love them? Yes. Do we have a connection to them? Yes. But the scriptures tell us to prepare for them to turn on us and get in league with this satanic government system. Because Mr. Smith, like in the movie The Matrix, he's going to be able to jump in them and use them.
Going to everybody that's not a man of the Lord.
Your mother will call you one day and say, "Baby, come home. I done cooked some turkey and dressing and some crowd peas." And when you get halfway there, you get there, you got feds sitting there waiting on you.
50.
You know?
And they eating.
You know? So these are the times we're living in. That's why I say you got to endure hardness as a good soldier. But the soldiers have to do what? Their homework and take orders. Listen to their superiors. Okay? Our superior told us to learn this doctrine. All right? In that same, hey, somebody give me 1 Timothy 2 and 14. No, 4 and 14.
This is 1 Timothy 4.
Just go to 16. Get straight to the point.
This is 1 Timothy 4 and 16. Last verse.
Yeah.
Take heed unto thyself
Come on.
and into the doctrine.
And take heed to the doctrine. This
Your
is what
doctrine.
all the soldiers supposed to be doing in this end time army. The way you take heed to yourself is taking heed to the doctrine, because the doctrine tells you how to conduct yourself. All right? The do's and don'ts. All right? Bring it out.
Continue in them.
Come on.
For in doing this, thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee.
This is how you save yourself and your comrades. This is how there's no condemnation for those in the Mashiach Yahushua. He is the doctrine. He is the word. This is what the soldiers, we need this word, man, more than ever. So you can't be lollygagging when you studying to show yourself approved. You got to put in the reps.
Gotta preach something.
You know? Y'all got it.
Hold on, let me
Go ahead,
get
brother.
back him up.
Go ahead.
It's Matthew 10, verse 33 through 35. It says, "But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny."
Hey, what is that 34?
I'm going to read.
Oh, Salaki.
Yeah, I'm at 33.
Salaki.
Matthew 10 and 33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am come to send peace, but a sword. All right? The Lord is not like you say, in the time, the Lord is not about peace, man. So that little moment you think everything is all good, bam, okay? A sword is coming upon you. All right? And here's the division right here. It first starts with us coming to the ministry. Now they saying, "Oh, this nigga's crazy. He lost his mind. Oh, I once was cooking that crawfish at etouffee. He don't eat it no more." That's division right there. Okay? Got a crawfish boy. Yeah, Jacob go there, but I ain't finna eat none of it.
And they're gonna look at you crazy.
They're looking at you crazy.
And basically, y'all spiritually, before it turns physically, you and your family is spiritually at war.
Yeah.
Why he won't eat with us? He think he better than us?
Yeah.
Uppity ass N-word?
Yeah, he don't bring his fucking ass around till I got something other than that pork to cook. When Thanksgiving comes, he don't hold hands at the table no more. That's right.
Yep. They're very.
Hey,
You know,
that's right.
Let me get it out.
He don't even buy the kids nothing for their birthday or Christmas.
Yeah.
They get mad behind that, huh?
And we got scriptures behind that.
Verse 30, Jeremiah 10 chapter, verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance
Come on.
against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be they of his own household. It's always wartime. We're prepared for war. All right? And the real action is coming upon the earth to where the real temptation gonna hit. All right? The Lord gonna bring it to the fulfillment, to where family members gonna take that Quran, and they're gonna look at you like, what are you gonna do? Okay? It's gonna be signs are being shown right now. The Lord just did that test run to see, look, who's gonna take that hokey pokey juice and who didn't take it. All right, so something other than the C-19 is gonna happen in the earth. Was gonna be another total separation. Was gonna be this. It's gonna be that. And it's gonna be war taking place, man. All right, God bless God.
Hey, Leggett, I want to land back off of what the scripture you just brought out, brother, when it says, the son against the father, the daughter against the mother-in-law. That goes back into your different belief systems, and that goes back into how they're going to be hating you in the time of peace, how they're going to be ready to set you up when these laws get passed, when this legislation get passed, and it's the us or them. We're in that us or them spirit right now, and that's what they don't understand. Okay, we're spiritually at war, but this is a simple scripture.
Hey, didn't he so make that movie Them?
Yes, and they also make that movie Us.
Us.
You can't get around.
Can't get around it.
Come on,
Yes.
you heard me?
Right, brother.
This is Ezekiel 3:17, and this goes back into how the spirit that we need to be in, and that's the spirit that we're living in. Okay, Son of man, men of the Lord, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. So you're gonna be bringing out to the people the different news articles, the different things that happen, the different occurrences, the different circumstances, the different trains of thoughts, and all of these things. And you're going to break it down, and you're going to be able to explain these things because you're trying to save these people, man. All right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, it is. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. And you tell them, man, this come from the Bible. This ain't me. This is the Bible. You believe in the Bible, right, Mama? You believe in the Bible, right, Dad? Right, cousin? Right, auntie? And they're going to profess that they believe in the Bible, but they're not going to walk it out. When you address them and you show them Jeremiah the 10th chapter, and it's clear as day, you know what they're going to hit you with? It's for the kids. Then when you hit them with that Ecclesiastes that says childhood is vanity, they're going to hit you with something else. That is war. That is not being on the same accord. That is not being on in the same spirit. And you're reading from the same book, okay? In a time of peace, we're at war, God damn it. And when the time of war comes, Abaratazai, every man that's still holding and sticking to the ministry is going to make it out of this thing, man. I pray for all of these brothers, man. But the Lord is ultimately up to him, okay? But he wants us to pray for one another, and that's what we're going to do until the men of the Lord, until the followers of the Lord show who they are. Got it,
I got a precept. This 1 Corinthians 15:58. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So that's what you do so you can be comforted in Jacob's trouble. Give me 2nd Ezra 9:7. You have to work right now, all right? What did he say? Does that Matthew the 9th chapter? The workers are the harvest is plenty, but the workers are few. All right, the Lord is looking for a few good men to do his bidding. Yeah, the laborers are few, man. All right, the Lord is looking at his soldiers to be getting it in night and day, not giving him rest, man. That's how you're going to get your, when they say, my servant shall eat, but there shall be hungry. His servants is going to eat because what? Hebrews the 6th chapter say he's not going to forget what you did for him. That's how we get protected for our enemy that's too strong from us, because we are doing this sincere work for him and showing him we appreciate the grace that he's given us, because we're supposed to be dead. All of us. We're supposed to, hey, some of us just came from unlawful beds. Our mom ain't the first person that touched, our daddy, fathers are not the first ones to touch our mothers. So what's supposed to happen to that child according to the law?
Stone them.
We was talking about it in not insurrection, but they're supposed to make inquisition. They're supposed to make inquisition on a lot of us, man. Just straight out the womb.
Mercy babies.
Yeah, man. That's why he called it this adulterous generation. So you got to take advantage of this grace that's been given to us and labor, work. Bring it out, brother.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and verse 7. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works.
All right, it's not talking about the works of the law. That's talking about your labor of love that you did towards the saints. Come out here prophesying, teaching, exhorting the people. And also, first and foremost, living what you've learned, first and foremost. Not being a sinner going two ways, saying one thing and doing another. Okay? That's how you're going to get delivered out of this place. Bring it out.
And it reads it, and by faith.
And by faith, you show your faith by your works. When you go to Hebrews the 11th chapter, and Paul went through all those great men that lived by faith, action always went to it. It say Noah was moved by faith and fear to build the ark. So building that ark is what? An action. Abraham was about to slay Isaac. That was an action. You show your faith by your actions. Bring it out, brother.
It says, whereby ye have believed.
All right. You show, if you believe something, all right. Peter believed Hamashiach Yahushua, right? So Yahushua told him, hey, get your ass off that boat and come walk on this water. Defy gravity. Defy the laws of physics. So Peter believed everything our great king told him, right? So what he did, he jumped his ass off the boat and walked on water. So our Lord said, if you believe me, go out here and exhort the nations, all right, and be my soldier. Be a soldier for me. And when you come be a soldier for me, hey, what comes with the territory? Give me Revelation 2 and 10. Death comes with the territory. All right? Know what you signed up for. This is more than cutting people up, trying to sound like an eloquent speaker. You get your ass on YouTube.
Okay.
All right, you got feds looking at you and say, we're going to get him. All right? So it don't matter if you're being fake or not. Guess what? The feds still coming for you. Yeah, bring it out.
This is Revelation.
Like when you read, say that the 16th chapter, verse 16 says, behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is killing over you.
Mm-hmm.
That's for all the men who walk there on side of crime.
Yeah.
All right? This new world order is to get you off the highways and byways, put you to death.
Their whole issue is we don't want them to know that they're Israelites. So the simple fact you know you're an Israelite and you got on camera proclaiming it, it don't matter that you done fell back. Oh, I don't believe no more. They coming for your ass too. Bring it out.
This is Revelation 2 and 10. It says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
Come on.
Behold.
And so it's instant stone. Soldiers suffer. Soldiers, man, them dudes in Vietcong went in that bush, had mosquitoes biting them. Some of them probably got bit by snakes. Got niggas coming out of fucking what they call them holes? Spider holes shooting at you. When it rains, you see how the rain, when your socks get wet and you walk on water, that shit fuck your feet up. You know what I'm saying?
Try to bitch up like a prune.
It breeds infection.
Yeah, it breeds infection.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when Martin Luther King used to walk, they'll put on the side of the road and change their socks.
And also, out of that 80 to 100 pounds worth of equipment, food was the minimal part. When you look at that Jet magazine, you had soldiers drinking water off of dead chicken feathers. Okay, you had soldiers going and raising villages in town looking for food. Food is not something that's just packed onto your gear.
Yeah, and the military got this saying, war is hell. War is hell. So the Lord told us in this war, you my servant, you're going to suffer for me. He suffered. Paul suffered.
Yeah.
We all going to have something we're going to have to overcome.
He said, Paul, brought it out. Endure hardness. What is hardness? Suffering.
Yes.
All right? Catching pure fucking hell, man.
Yeah.
Get that blue letter, man.
It's more hardness to come.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's more. There's more.
There's more. Bring
it out. Hey, this him giving us the game right here. Bring it out.
This is back in Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
Some of us are going to concentration camps. And when you go to them concentration camps, you ain't going to be met with a smile. They're going to torture some of us. All right? That's how Esau get down. Know what you signed up for. Bring it out.
Them fucking FEMA camps are number death camps, man.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Man, you got pictures of what they was doing to them down Arabs in Guantanamo Bay. Yeah. And they was having them dudes rods, tying their strings to their rods, and had them in little sit. If they move, you'll be pulling the it was just fucked up, some abominable shit.
And they had them tied up together, and they had the
by their rods,
taking pictures of them smiling and things. I was really in that time period. I was really into what was going on in that time period. And the thing, and all of those Muslims' beliefs, they used them against them.
Mm-hmm.
They'll sprinkle pork grease on them, and they'll just do things that's contrary to what you believe in, man.
Yeah.
And
sadistic.
And I'm gonna say this about a lot of those Muslims. That is a vain religion. It's empty. it doesn't have no power. A lot of them stuck to their religion. How much more the men of the Lord, man? We're gonna stick our rappers out. We part of that number. We're gonna make them look stupid, man, when they try to come against us with them things, and they're gonna have to kill us. Most of those Muslims, they didn't kill them, man. A lot of them they let free, man. They're not gonna do that with the men of the Lord. The men of the Lord are gonna stick to the.
Oh no, they're gonna kill the men of the Lord. See,
Yeah,
you gotta understand what they was doing. All that shit is groups, America Finance and Birth. That was those groups are used to know. Those groups are using them to make legislation so they could bring that
political tools.
Yeah, political tools for us. All right, and then they want to coin us public enemy number one. Keep finish that.
See, like you say, what they do is they do shit like that, try to put fear in the men of the Lord. Like, well, they gonna do that amongst the hopefully elect. Certain brothers will be put to death. All right, to put fear in other ones. Like, you better confine it to this, to what we got going on. This is gonna happen to you right now.
Oh, and then it's when they say, and then you would know who on my chosen. Some of them gonna, some brothers gonna fold up like lawn chairs. Oh, you ain't the chosen. What? He gonna renounce your house shop. He gonna be, oh, they over there, you know. Like, then you gonna know he ain't the chosen. They gonna get their Judas on.
Brother shall betray brother.
Unto death.
You just read it, huh?
They love their lives.
Unto death.
Some guys are gonna love their lives unto death.
And they was short in the time of none war.
Get that precept out.
What you want, bro?
He that hated his life shall lose. You gotta deny him.
They're all saying, but they're going to their scare tactics. They're going to use that, you know, putting the men of the Lord, you know, certain men of the Lord to death, and other brothers gonna see it. They might get fear and get scared, and he over there, you know.
And it's not just
a prime example is what happened with the 7 brothers on the Maccabees. You in front of a guy, you take it like a man. Another guy take it like a man, and every time it looked like the torture got worse. If you man number 9 and 10, you might be like, fuck that, you know? Now that's, to me, it's supposed to make you stronger. My brother did it. How about you outside? Give me the strength. But some people, oh man, I can't take this shit.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
Yeah, thinking
you know? And those are the men that sold sparing. Let them finish this and y'all got it.
This is Revelation 2, back in 10. It says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
You may be tested. And tribulation goes 10 days, just goes into a complete time. All right, what the Lord said, you will not be tested. What He said in 1 Corinthians 13.
I will give you more than
yes,
your brother, but we cannot bear.
You can help.
Right.
All right, bring it up. That's 1 Corinthians 10 and 13.
10, 13.
Yeah, bring it up.
And it says, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death.
Be found faithful unto death. If it comes to you giving up the ghost, hey, that's a delight. As soon as that sting of death goes, you're going to be right there with our Lord. Then you're going to be coming right back down. You're not going to be up there long. You're coming right back. Once all hell breaks loose and you have to give up the ghost, you know, you might get beheaded or something, you coming right back. Because look, when you go in the spirit realm, nothing's bound by time. So you might feel like, damn, you right back down here on earth.
Which one of y'all cut my head off?
Yeah.
You remember that movie with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan? When Chris Tucker got kicked, which one of y'all kicked me?
Yeah.
Now, the only reason I'm saying which one of y'all cut my head off was when you go to Revelation, it says that Yahweh, the one that pierced Yahweh shot. Yeah, you got it out. This is John 12:25. He that loveth his life shall lose it, and he that hateth his life in this world shall keep it until life eternal.
That's right, man. Hey, the Lord was the only one that prophecy is talking about. All right, they being brought before a firing squad or a guillotine or whatever. He saw us in your family right there. Say, look, man, you want me to take this little baby out right now? The youngest child. We take moms out, take pops out, brothers and sisters. You love them, okay? And they get put to death right there on the scene right there. It's to test your faith. So you gonna get weak right there and cry. You see the little baby right there crying with those weeping ass eyes. Like, Dad it is. My mom's over there. And baby, don't do this. You had it all. You still get it all. The Lord loves everybody.
Just tell him what he want to hear, baby.
It's gonna be all out there.
Yes.
It's gonna be all on the table.
Yes.
So this is what's coming down the pipe. coming fast.
I'm gonna keep going.
That's the end game. This is end time prophecy right here. A good soldier prepared for war in time of peace. Go ahead.
Verse 26. If any man serve me, let him follow me. And where I am, there shall also my servant be. Now, let me just say this going on into that persecution. Yahweh Shah went through the worst things that you can go through. Worse than we're going to go through for the most part. And he said, where I am, you shall follow me. If you got to follow Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, you're going to follow him in death, just like you're following him in life. Okay? If any man serve me,
What it said in Matthew 19:28. These are they that have followed me in the generation.
Yes. That's right.
You gotta be able to put off everything, man. That house, that car, that job, fuck all that shit, man. It's only temporary. You struggling to pay for it any fucking way.
You struggling to keep them children in line.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, man.
Yes.
But all these different democracies and philosophies going on out here, bro. It's rough, bro. Part of the curses. So how fucking you be under a new covenant if you going through all this hell right now? Go ahead, Doc.
If any man serve me, him will my Father honor. And that's going into follow me, man.
That's right, man.
Verse 27. And I'm gonna stop it at this one. You got it out. Now was my soul troubled. And what shall I say? This is written in red. Father, save me from this hour.
Right, man.
But for this cause came out unto this hour.
Right, man. And then I will go into a season, man. The ultimate hour is the hour of temptation. That's the total separation. Like he always says, the centerpiece of prophecy. Everything's gonna she gonna hit the fan when this thing is fully implemented.
This is what you was born for, man of the Lord.
Right, man. Like you said, through the regeneration. Follow the man, okay? The man. Mama, there goes that man.
Hey, what that
That
boy
man
there?
over there.
That's Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson.
Oh, Mark
Like,
Jackson's like shit.
Mama, there goes that man.
I got
That
one to
man
back
is
you up,
in our shop, man. Okay, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, our great and terrible King, must be there. Okay? He ain't playing no games. All right? So brothers are in the mindset of getting more serious. Okay? Yeah, we shoot the shit and crack jokes, but we know when it's time. Look, man, they didn't give them time when we cracking them jokes. All hell gonna break loose. So we on go mode. We're getting what our elders and apostles. You see what they doing? The epistles. Okay? Videos. Jake is lit. The whole GMS is lit. All right? Go ahead, Doc.
This is 2nd Ezra 16 and
We
7.
got a couple more. We can wrap it on up, bro.
Okay, this is 2nd Ezra 16 and 74, going off of what you're saying. And not just that, those jokes that we crack amongst each other, it's going to be a beautiful time to crack that joke when you're facing that motherfucking guillotine, you heard? Because it just shows disregard and it shows a lack of fear for the world. And it also shows the abundance of faith for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Only thing you can do is kill me, bitch. What are you going to do after that? After I die, what can you do to me? Huh? This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 74. Hear, O ye me, my beloved, saith the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. But I will deliver you from the same.
That's Jacob's trouble right there. All right? Days of trouble are at hand. There's been no time in history that this has ever happened. All right? Howard Shiner was in trouble, but he was ultimately set the stage for what we're going to come into. What I did, y'all finna go through the same thing. The days of trouble are at hand. Great persecution. Great insurrection. The Bible specifically when it says that word great, man. All right? The great day of the Lord. All that's included in that, man. Esau's wrath will be great. It's ultimately Esau's great wrath culminates to him coming against us. Persecution. That's it, man. All right? So a good soldier prepared for war in time of peace. All right? Like we said, what that was, Monday we did the video out there in New Orleans. All right? Esau put the narratives out there about the Israelites. And then he'll take it back off. You don't hear no more. You seen Kyrie Irving. You seen Kanye West. All right? Certain other people have already started about saying type of things like this. But no, we're about to be on Front Street. Okay? It won't, when this thing hits, it won't be no more hit and miss. You're going to be there for a while. And the Bible says you're going to have tribulation, what? 10 days. And a literal fucking 10 days. It could be 10, it could be 30. It's just a duration of time.
And all of those incidents that you're talking about, that they label and they address and they let it go, That's all gonna be in that indictment. That's all gonna be in the indictment in those bills when they read them out. You understand? And when they present them to the people, and the people are gonna eat it up like it's cereal, man. Y'all got it.
When you have a case is something that you have documents on. Well, this happened this year. Judge will be rolling it out. Bam, that happened this time. Bam, that happened this time. Happened that time right there. That's a whole case building up to something cataclysmic happening.
Hey, and you're not going to
so for your Howard Shot to say you should be brought before, you should be hated of all men. I mean, everybody on the face of the earth is gonna know you are fucking the T word. Man, you are violent. You the worst of all people. What the fuck can happen in the earth to make that happen like that?
We're gonna see.
We gonna fucking see.
And to back you up, out,
right?
Traditionally, you have 12 jurors to judge you. The time we coming into, the whole world are gonna be those jurors that Esau, which is the prosecutor,
right, is
gonna present to the whole fucking world, and they're gonna back Esau up, man.
Like your boy did on American Gangster. The state will show and prove. You gotta prove that, Esau. Remember that now. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Prove that we did this. Prove that we did this now. All right. It's like Quiet Red and Luke, whatever was Luke, Mark, and Matthew, which one? Don't give no thought to what he shall say
in that day.
Don't worry about it. Don't be better. Yeah. That's for the brothers who, all right, who young, who coming in. Don't be thinking about, I'm gonna bring out this piece of right. Don't worry about all that, man. The Lord got you. Things you say right now, it's not controlled by you. The Lord is putting that in your mind.
And it's going to be things that other groups do that they're going to hold against you in the time of your prosecution and persecution. Right? They're going to label everybody as a whole.
Yeah.
It's not going to be IUIC getting persecuted. It's not going to be GMS getting persecuted. It's not going to be Sakari getting persecuted. It's going to be a whole.
They're going to, a lot of them guys have sold out. They're going to come from Great Millstone. They coming at them because that's your arch nemesis. Your arch nemesis is the one
we the most hated.
The one that has the truth. All right, they're haters of the truth. Give me Acts 13 and 8. They want the people that can dethrone them.
No, but what I'm saying is,
I know what he's saying. I understand what he's saying. They just coming after anybody that know the Israelites. Right?
No, I was talking about the people that do the shooting and the killing. They got nothing to do with us, but they're gonna put that on us and label that as.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And they're gonna come, they're gonna come at Great Millstone first and foremost because the truth is what dethrones them.
Yes.
These other camps have bits and pieces of the truth, but they don't have the whole truth. Bring it out.
This is Acts chapter 13 and verse 8. But the Elymas, the sorcerer,
and Esau is a sorcerer. He's a witch. He's a magician. All right. What he's set up to do: deceive the nations, darken the understanding of the nations, manipulate you, deceive you. Bring it out.
For so is his name by interpretation.
Come on.
Withstood them, seeking to turn away the deputy from the faith.
All right. So this devil's job is to keep people from the truth. Who has the truth? What camp is teaching the faith in its proper context? Not watered down, full
pledge.
No chasing, just 100% raw, uncut. The men of Great Millstone, bring it out.
The soldiers.
Yeah.
It says, verse 9. It says, then Saul, who also was called Paul,
come on,
filled with the Holy Ghost,
come on,
set his eyes on him.
All right, that wasn't Paul. The Spirit fell on Paul, and that was the Lord mad at that nigga. That's why you just said in Matthew the 10th chapter, don't worry about what you would say. The Lord put these words in Paul's mouth. Yeah, bring it out.
Verse 10, it says, and said, O full of all subtlety, and all mischief, thou child of the devil.
Come on.
Thou enemy of all righteousness.
Thou enemy of the truth. You see, this devil want to come against the ones that have the doctrine. We talking about the spiritual incarnate. The spiritual Satan incarnates the physical realm of Satan. So he's really going to come at those that have the whole heart truth uncut. Because look at IUIC. Most High Christ bless. All right, that ain't gonna deliver nobody. He said you have to have faith in that name.
That's why I said
See?
earlier. I said, look, even those who don't Esau knows who don't have the 100% doctrine. He knows this shit.
That's what I was going for. They still gonna get that hammer.
You still with the hammer brought up on you.
Yeah.
But I want the ones who are pinpoint.
That's the one. That's the point I'm making. He want they're not all on the same level. That's the point I'm making. He want the ones that, because the other ones can't dethrone him. If you call on Most High Christ blessed, you can't do him nothing. Because when you call on Most High Christ blessed to come defend you, guess what you're gonna do? Who is that? Who the fuck who is Christ?
Yeah.
You know?
So what you're saying is that burning wrath is killing, as say 1668, is killing over the whole house of Yashala, coming for everybody. Mm-hmm. But the Bible says, they shall be known my chosen. I'm going to pinpoint those ones who have that sound doctrine that are on point with every fucking thing. You didn't went further than this right here. Mm-hmm. I got to get you right now. Okay? I don't want the weak. I want the
one that dead with them. Yeah, they sold out. They doing business with them right now.
Think about the new moon, the full moon. You done sold the fuck out. Calling on Christ, you done sold out.
Yeah, when we say some guys have really took money purses, we're not saying that giving false testimonies on people. Like, if you've been taught something from day one and then you just switch it up suddenly, like they have videos of Nathaniel in full Israelite regalia teaching the name, teaching it better than any other one else could teach.
I saw it.
And then all of a sudden, the name don't matter. Don't call on that name. Oh man, I hate when I hear somebody say that name. All right, that's somebody that took a money purse, man. He worked for, what did they say, make $7 million a year? That's some good money he took.
Just the world.
But is it worth your soul's salvation? Hell no. Bring it out.
It's Acts 13:10. It said, "O full of subtlety and all mischief, thou child of the devil, thou enemy of righteousness."
Enemy of righteousness. All right? Who are the righteous men? The servants of Yahweh Shem Shah. Where do you get who are the servants that have this doctrine of life that's uncut? The men of Great Millstone, for the most part. There's others, you know, but for the most part, it's the men of Great Millstone. Bring it out.
It says, "Wilt thou now cease to prevent the right ways of the Lord?"
All right, so they have to come against these specific set of men to pervert the ways. These are the ones that have what it takes to dethrone them. So they're going to be put on a pedestal. They're public enemy number one. Those guys from Great Millstone. Bring it out.
Verse 11, "And now behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thee, and thou shalt be blind, not seeing the sun for a season."
And that shows how the Lord is going to protect those men that have that doctrine. A lot of these guys that are teaching you to sodomite your woman and all that, they're not going to have no protection. They're not going to be protected. You're not going to be defended. When it goes in Sirach the 2nd chapter, he said the sinner that go up two ways, you're not going to be defended. You're not going to be defended if you're teaching other men that it's lawful to commit sodomy on a woman. You going off your rockers, that's a nasty, filthy, abominable act. How you gonna get on a chariot and you unclean like that?
You got chocolate milk on your rock.
Yeah, man. It's off. It's totally off. So you got the one sect of people that teach an apostle doctrine that you read about in Acts the 2nd chapter. All right, I want to bring up this precept right fast, and then we close it. Come on, brother. This is Ephesians 4, and I'm gonna start at bear with me. Somebody speak.
Yeah. So
I got it. Here we go. Ephesians 4:17. This I say therefore, and testify in Yahweh by Shem Shai, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk. All right? You got some camps that know the Israelites, but they doing things that the Gentiles do. Sodomy is a horrific act, man. It's a shameful act, okay? Calling on Most High Christ blessed, calling on that idolatrous name, that is off. That's a shameful act, okay? And the vanity of their mind, okay? having their understanding darkened. All right, this is what the devil does. This is him deceiving you. He darkens the understanding of people through that beast system. He have you thinking right is wrong and wrong is right. Okay, being alienated from the life through the ignorance that is in them. So if you alienated from the truth, when you hear the truth, what you want to do? You want to attack it because you believe lies. So how much more all of our people are going to come at us? We're teaching the truth. So it's not far-fetched to see that our people, our so-called loved ones, are going to try to get us put to death because their understanding is darkened. They're connected to this matrix, this beast system, which is satanic. All right? And it reads, being alienated from the life of Yahweh through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their heart and their minds. If a person's blind, all right, they're subject to do anything. They're subject to walk anywhere. A blind man don't know where the fuck he's going. All right? So when you metaphorically, all right, understand the scripture, what it's metaphorically saying, all right, our people, man, they don't, in a time of war, they're partying and bullshit. All right? In the time of war, they're not preparing themselves. Like the brother said, started off, man. And when you think it's peace, you got to be preparing yourself for this war. If you're occupied in prophecy, okay? So we got to be disconnected from them. Don't be unequally yoked from unbelievers. And in Hebrews, the 10th chapter say, when you see that great, terrible day approaching, the more you're supposed to be with your Akim, man. All right? Your platoon. We're a war. We're enduring hardness as a good soldier. So the men around you is your what? Your platoon.
When you at war, when the armies be at war, you got brothers that's over there sleeping, you got brothers that's up all night.
Yeah. Protecting the brothers that sleep.
That's it.
Then when them brothers wake up, that brother go to sleep and they protect him. They feed one another. They clothe one another.
To catch the, what the boy said in the training day? To protect the sheep, you catch the wolf. Or protect the wolf, you catch some along those lines.
To protect the sheep, you catch the
wolf.
Catch
the wolf.
Straight the fuck up.
Hey, write that down.
Hey, this is a true story.
Gotcha.
One day, me and my mom caught a flat, and we was in the middle of nowhere. We was somewhere like Lake Charles or somewhere. You know, we were in here in Baton Rouge, and some white dudes helped us. It was some hicks, trailer trash type dudes, you know, hicks, and they were straightforward. I think they were Jakes. All right. One of the white boys said, "Yeah, man, we help." He said, "I used to be a racist. I used to hate niggas." He talking like this. He said, "But when I was in that bush in Vietnam, black people saved my life more than whites." He said, "I came back, I wasn't racist anymore." But my point of the matter is, the soldiers in your platoon, all right, they protected him. He said they were saving his life and took away the little hate he had for him. That's how we gotta be. We gotta be protecting one another. Closely knitted, it's in that same chapter.
And that's in the time of war.
That's in the same
Before
chapter.
you get to the time of war, you got something called training. And these guys don't just war together, they train together. You're probably closer together doing training than war. There's certain things that can separate you in war that's out of your hands. When these guys are training together, they're eating together, they're sleeping together, they're studying together, they actually bathe together, they take showers together. You know, not saying that we do these things, but in the time of peace, they are together. And that's when they get their camaraderie. And then when you push them out in the war,
they're ready to die for
you
each
done
other.
trained for this already.
I
I know this motherfucker, you heard me? I know this brother. I know this brother. I know how he rock. Matter of fact, I know what his weakness is, so I'm going to catch him at that weakness so he don't even have to be put in that position. And guess what that brother that you catch in his weakness can do for you? Catch you in your weakness, man. You train in the time of, you got it out.
No, finish what you're saying.
No, I was basically just going into the crux of the lesson. In the time of peace, you're supposed to be together.
You be in war mode.
More than the time of war, because I say more because that's when you mesh. And that's when your warrior skills come out. And when the time of war comes, you go into the war. And like the lieutenants tell the soldiers, 20 of us are going into this war. 10 of us ain't making it back. Huh? Go ahead,
This for you, right? This is Ephesians 4:15. But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even of Mashiach Yahushua. He's our captain. right? From whom the whole body fitly joined together and compacted by that which every joint supplieth, according to the effectual working in the measure of every part,
Yeah.
making increase of the body unto the edifying of itself in love. That go hand in hand with what he just said too.
Right, man. One hand sharpens the other, man.
Yes.
Why am weak? That's in the scripture. Why I am weak, Lord, you're strong, man. All right? Like that quote said on the movie Bad Boys. We ride together, we die together. Bad boys for life. Okay? Like according to scripture, I wish I said no man is nothing greater than a man laying down his life for his own brother, man, for his friends, man. All right? And that's literal, and it goes, look, just putting everything off to the side for your brother, man. That's laying down everything. That's enduring hardness as a good soul. That's enduring everything for the elect's sake. Look, man, the elder apostle out there in New Orleans right now. I got my family need me right now, but I'm family. I got to roll with the brotherhood right now. That's what it is, man. Being solid. All right? Give me Ecclesiastes Salat. Give me Sirach 5 and 7. We'll take it out on that, bro. But it's gonna roll over to the part 2 of this video, man. Straight up.
This is Ecclesiasticus, Sirach chapter 5 and verse 7. Make no tearing to turn to the Lord.
That's what we're doing right now. Like you said, brothers is going hard, giving that due diligence, man. All right? Fuck everything, man. It is what it is. Whatever gonna happen, gonna happen. All right? It's already
the world.
It's elect versus everybody. It's already set in stone in the spiritual world. What's gonna happen? The America's already been destroyed. The MOTB has already occurred. Okay? Jacob's trouble has happened. All right? We gotta play it out upon planet Earth. Lord, like to see his movie play out. And you'll cast a role in it. All right? The hunt is on and you're the prey. All right? I gave him a spoiler, a teaser. They said teaser. Go ahead, I'm still out.
It says, for certain.
Hey, what he said on that movie, all I'm saying is survive. Survive. What are we trying to do?
To survive, you have to endure.
You gotta endure.
You have to endure.
He was telling them to think.
Yeah.
And this Bible is the genesis of how to think, man.
This is back in Sirach chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, for certainly shall the wrath of the Lord.
And real quick, I back up when he died. He was telling him to think out because with the shit that he was getting into, he wasn't already thinking. The nigga could have been put to death when his cousin got his head blown off. Speaking on the movie Menace to Society, the movie Menace to Society.
Yes.
Cain saw his cousin get his head blown off right on the side of him.
He was supposed to die with his cousin, really, man.
He supposed to have died. You know, the Lord spared his ass. All right? He didn't get his mind right. Judgment came swiftly and quickly. That's what you're bringing out right now.
He that is often reproved shall be, I'm going to get it. That's what it is. Proverbs 29. Mm-hmm. He that is often reproved.
Yeah.
Hey, he was reproved many times in that movie. Right?
Yeah.
He really the police beat the shit out. This Proverbs 29 and 1. He that being often reproved hard in his neck shall suddenly be destroyed and without remedy. And when he was destroyed, and that's why you remember on the one that they made the funny one drinking
don't be dead, but
on the part they were saying message.
They was on point with
they wasn't getting the message. He didn't never get the message. The Lord has given us messages, and the elect men are going to take heed to those messages. All right. Well, what Tupac said, don't ignore the street signs. You know what I'm talking about?
You can run a red light, but read the street signs.
Yeah, you gotta take heed, man. When the Lord talks to you, He don't talk to us audibly. Some brothers He might come to a dream or something, you know, but He talked to us through things that happen in your life. Wake up, my son.
Yes.
Wake up, my son. Or this may happen to you, or that may happen to you. You know.
I was trying not getting off his throne to come physically tell you.
No.
What the fuck to do. I'm not doing that. I'll get back on that cross again. No. I'm gonna send you signs.
It's your cross time.
The Lord sending signs, like we say, the Lord sending signs. You had a fucking Looney Clip that's happened this past Friday. The Lord sending signs in the heaven. Y'all can get it together, get that house in order, with the bullshit, with the argument, with the lack of communication. Okay? Don't be out there fucking around. Be circumspect. Okay? There's a lot of violence going on in the city, and I'm putting it there.
Amos, the 3rd chapter.
You could be that Cain, all right? You could be that nigga Cain with that blood coming out of your fucking mouth. Once that blood come out of that mouth, it's over with.
It's over with.
KD.
Go ahead, Al.
This is back in Sirach chapter 5.
Like we said, I was so slim. We tried to do when he got hit up out there in the waters.
Put his
Trying
hand
to
in
put
his
his hand in his mouth,
mouth,
trying to get them, trying to
stop
that blood. Yeah.
Inevitable. Nah,
Trying
motherfucker.
to get the bullets out your face. Nah, it's too late, man.
Motherfuckers you killed couldn't pull the bullets out their
Hey,
shit.
Scarface had a song. You try to shake it, you try to fight it, but you're gonna still die.
Yeah.
Remember that song?
94.
Yeah.
That's one of his biggest hits, huh? I never seen a man.
You gotta see the chorus. I don't know the beat.
I never seen a man cry till I seen a man
I know
cry.
the melody.
God, you got it, brother.
This is back in Sirach chapter 5, verse 7. It says, "And put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed."
That's your peace right there. And your security means when you think you're safe. The Lord is on the move at all times. Okay? It's always war. We're always in war 24/7. Like we said earlier. Like Jones put out, okay, it's a war for your mind on this channel, InfoWars. It's a war for your mind. The Lord wants his elect, and he wants to destroy the ones who are not a part of it. It's just that simple. In the security, thou shalt be destroyed. That go for the men of the Lord also. Most importantly. All right? You think you're safe, you're taking a day off from doing certain things. All right, it's always work to do in the ministry. Work's not just getting on the video and just you know what I'm saying, and just call this the so-called white man the devil and everything like this. It goes to communication. It goes to being a brother. It goes to getting to know these brothers. Spending time with those brothers. And the Lord's going to give you ample amount of opportunity to do so. The Lord's given us all the tools we need. So it won't be no excuse when this prophecy comes to fulfillment. When he says, "Thou shalt be destroyed in thy security." It's always work to do. Read, study, watch, pray. That's the work. Go ahead, I want to say some more.
And it says, "And it reads, and perish in the day of vengeance."
Right, man. Plain and simple. Don't need to be expounded upon. We made the point. All right. Now you got something.
We coming back next week, brother. I mean, we coming back
tomorrow.
We coming back tomorrow. We'll talk to him tomorrow.
Willing.
Aparatazai.
Put up another epistle tomorrow, part 2, expounding more on this specific topic, because this is the time that we're in right now. All right, like the brother, like Quab said, occupied in prophecy, man. All right. So without further ado, we want to give all infinite honor and glory and praises to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Harakah.
Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect who continue to push this gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in these latter days. A Bible Ball. Kwame Yashala. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Right, brother.
Till next time, Akim.
Till next time.